we're going to do bruschetta. Now, bruschetta refers to the toasted bread. It's not referred to the topping. So what I mean by that is I've got some bread here, and the only reason I didn't toast it here on camera is because it gets very smoky. We got a grill pan going on a high flame. We put a little olive oil, a little salt and pepper, and we throw this right on top of. Now, we're going to top it today with, well, let's see. We'll start with some red onion. And what I have here now, a couple of shows back, I had cut some onions, and Jesse said that he thought it was kind of cool the way we cut the onion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys at home. First thing I do is I take an end, either end off. It doesn't matter which one. The reason I do that is I want to have a flat surface, so all my other knife work now can be on a flat surface, which is the most safest way that I could possibly do this. We're going to cut down now through from one end to the other end. So I'm cutting from the root end through the end that I cut off, and I'm going to save the other half of the onion for later. Okay, so at this point now, I've got a large flat surface. Okay, I'm going to peel off, use my knife to peel it off, the outside skin. The natural onion is running this way. You can see the way the layers are running. So if we cut across those, if we cut just this way, for example, see what I've got some really nice strips of onion. See how it just falls apart by itself? The problem is that that's a little bigger than some of the other ingredients that are going in here, so they're not mouth-sized or bite-sized pieces. So what we want to do is we want to dice this. And the easiest way to dice the onion, very carefully, flat surface, I'm going to push my knife through the top. I'm slicing across, from front to back. And the closer you keep these, that piece came off, we'll put that onto the side. The closer you keep these slices, or these cuts, the smaller your dice is going to be. All right, right down, and we'll do one more. Okay? Now the thing about this is this onion is still intact. See what I mean? The onion's still intact. We've cut the end off, we've sliced through it. Now we're going to come back, and we're going to just kind of bring the knife down through it this way. Slice down this way. Okay, so far, again, I've kept that one side intact. And again, my onion is fully intact because we left the back on. Now when I come back, and I make as large or as small as I like, we're going to do a small dice, almost like a fine dice. See what we have? See how simple that was? And every time I cut through, I'm getting roughly the same size pieces there, okay? So I think that's going to be enough onion for us. We're going to take this onion, we're going to start in our mixing bowl. Some onion, I don't think we need it all. We'll save some of this. Next, we're going to start with some garlic. Now this is where I think we really want to go with very fine minced garlic. So again, the same thing, we can just kind of come through, slice it really thin, and we come on back, and we just keep mincing it up, and just keep bringing the knife through it. And the reason I don't just smash it with the back of the knife and mash the garlic is it's not going to be placed in a pan. There's going to be no heat applied. It's not going to cook and fall apart. We really just want to get some very, very tiny bites of garlic in here. I'm going to add some of this garlic to our pan, or to our mixing bowl, okay? Some garlic. Here we've got some Roma. You can use plum tomatoes, any kind of tomato you like, but find one that has some flavor in it. I'm going to take the ends off, and then I'm going to kind of do the same thing. And let me show you what we're going to do. I'm going to come down through the center. I'm going to cut it into wedges. Okay, now there's a bunch of things you can do. If you like tomatoes, they're really good, they're flavorful, they're in season. You can do a dice. Okay, you come back through, dice them up. That'll work out, but in there you've got the meat of the tomato, you've got some of the seeds. In other ways, you can do what's called filetto, fillets of tomato. Just kind of bring the knife along, scoop out the inside, so all you have is the outer shell left, the outside of the skin. See what we have? Whatever you prefer. I'm going to add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. How do you spell that, Jess?
No idea.
W-O-R-Shire sauce. A little bit of red wine vinegar. I've got here now a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Why am I adding both? You know why I'm adding both? Jesse, why am I adding both vinegars?
So the pasta floats to the top?
So the pasta flows to the top. Good, he's finally waking up. Matt, he's waking up. Jesse's awake. I love it. I've got some chopped green. Look, you got me all discombobulated now, Jess. I got some green olives, and I've got some black olives. Okay, get that going. I've got just a couple ingredients left. Here's our toasted bread. I've got some lemon juice, some olive oil. There we go. I'm going to add a little bit of basil. Rip some basil in. a little bit of parsley. All right, so I've got some lemon, and I just kind of rolled it and squeezed it on the countertop, so we've loosened up a little of the juice. I'm going to put a little bit of the zest in here too. I think anytime you're going to use lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, you really should take advantage of the fact there's a lot of flavor in the oils under the skin here. Squeeze it right through my fingertips in case there's any more seeds in there. Yep, see, we have found another seed. Another seed there. We don't end up with seeds in our tomato bruschetta. At the last possible minute, toast the bread. It's got the garlic and olive oil and salt and pepper, whatever you want to put on it, but I think a little salt and pepper and olive oil. And then I'm using a spoon here to put it right on, and I'm grabbing a little bit of the juice that we have at the bottom, that balsamic and the olive oil. I'll show you again. So see here, I'm using the spoon to put some of the tomatoes on, but then we'll grab, see some of that, grab a little of that, put that right on top, and that's going to just soak right into the bread, and I think that's the key.